I gotta stop playing with my phone anyway. But Karina keeps handing me this book that she picked out. So I'm gonna read it to her. We were playing with Old MacDonald. You saying hi to Squish? Say hi, Squish. Alright, let me see. It says the science project. The science project. You want me to read it to you? Ah, you want to sit on Mama's lap? Say sorry, Squish. The science project. The science project. James Isaac Newton, didn't you take the spark plugs from the car again? Jimmy's mom, Judy, shouted. Jump in, Jupiter, Mom, Jimmy said. I just remembered that my science project is due today. I need the plugs for my electric orbital yo-yo. He added, smiling, it's sure to get the best grade in class. How many times do I have to tell you, auto parts are to stay in the auto. I'm going to read the rest of it to you. Book. Can you sign the word book? Reading book. Reading books. Stay in the auto. Jimmy's mom scolded. Hand them over, mister. You can't break the rules just because you waited until the last minute. Jimmy gave up the plugs. His robot dog, Goddard, thought they smelled mighty tasty. Think that he's going to taste them? Jimmy's dad, Hugh, stepped outside as Jimmy ran for the bus. Boys will be boys, he tried to explain to his wife. Not unless there are men or babies. Meanwhile, Goddard was helping himself to a spark plug breakfast. Oh my, look at the robot dog. Isn't he neat looking? Tough luck, Jimmy, Carl said. Now you don't have a science project. Not to worry, Carl, Jimmy replied. I'll present one of my other inventions instead. He pulled out his super growth serum and his self-popping popcorn. Ooh, what do you think's going to happen? Look at my invention, Jimmy, Carl said. When they had reached school, it was a non-returning boomerang. Jimmy looked puzzled. Gee, Carl, that looks like an ordinary stick. That's the way I designed it, Carl beamed. Hey, Newton, someone called. It was Nick, the most popular boy in school, riding a skateboard. These turbo wheels you invented make the board super kickin', Nick said. Thanks for letting me have them. I said you could borrow them, Jimmy pointed out. What's your science project, Nick? Carl asked, changing the subject. Those turbo wheels Jimmy invented, said Nick. And he winked and rode off again. Oh. Jimmy's friend Sean ran up, prepared to be impressed, amazed, and stunned. Ta-da! Presented my Ultra Lord Sprout Buddy, Sean explained. He even grows his own ultra hair. Sean's invention was a clay sculpture of Ultra Lord, his favorite superhero, with grass growing on its head. Well, I'll get an A+ for sure, Sean said. Me too, said Carl. I'm not sure which of my projects to choose either. Could get the highest grade, Jimmy said confidently. Wait. I'm not sure which of my projects to choose. Either could get the highest grade. Jimmy said confidently. Thank you, Nerdtron, said a voice that made Jimmy cringe. It could only be Cindy Vortex. Mrs. Fowl will like my projects best, Cindy boasted. Chapter 3, Cindy's Project. The boys gasped. Cindy was carrying a box of monsters. This is my flat, warm habitat, Cindy said. The special lens magnifies the view, making it possible to observe the worms in their habitat. See, Cindy explained. Jimmy had to admit Cindy's project was pretty impressive. But he couldn't tell her that, of course. Oh, he looked smug. And I was like, look at this. Can't you see? Cindy's too cool for school, huh, Jimmy? Said Cindy's best friend, Libby. In her own mind, Jimmy said, smirking. But Jimmy was worried. What did Miss Fowl like Cindy's project best? He wasn't really sure either of his inventions could get the best grade. Oh, he looks worried. I've got to guarantee that I get the best grade, Jimmy thought. Cindy Snortex won't beat me. Alright, class chapter 4. Spells and props. Chapter 4. Alright, class. From this point on, no tinkering with any of the projects. Their teacher, Mrs. Fowl, began. This class has been known to, mishaps from students trying to outdo each other. Suddenly, Jimmy had an idea. I know, I'll simply add a little super growth serum to my popcorn. It's sneaky, but it'll beat Cindy for sure. Meanwhile, Carl was called to the front of the class to do his presentation. For years, he began, Australians have been throwing crooked sticks and hitting themselves in the head. Cindy eyed Jimmy. No fair, Neutron, she whispered angrily. You heard Miss Fowl. It's too late to make changes. Sometimes giving themselves huge, ugly lumps, Carl continued. Jimmy ignored Cindy and began to pour a few drops of the growth serum on the popcorn kernels. Just then, Cindy yanked on Jimmy's shirt. Jimmy, super growth serum, spilled all over his popcorn and onto the floor. Oh no, what do you think's gonna happen? The popcorn kernel started growing and growing and growing. Zing, zing, pop, pop, zing. Then the huge kernel started popping. Zing, zing, pop, pop, pop. Beach ball-sized popcorn exploded around the classroom. Oh, chapter 5. Beach ball-sized popcorn started exploding around the classroom. Cindy jumped back, leaned on Nick's turbo skateboard, and went flying. Oh no. She slammed into Carl, which caused the non-returning boomerang to fly out of his hand. The stick hit Cindy's flat-worn habitat and broke into 1,000 pieces. Oh no. Crash. Crash. Can you say crash? Crash. Jimmy drove to catch the flatworms, but he wasn't fast enough. Oh no. Now do you want to download again? I'm gonna have to start making dinner for James because he's gonna be home in a few hours. What are you doing, little boy? You're being so silly, huh? Oh, you can't see him. You're gonna bite Mama? You're gonna bite Mama? Really? Do you want to get fed tonight? My baby. Oh, you're so crazy tonight. You're so cute. You want to get the rest of the book read? That's a little boy named Jimmy Neutron. Ready? Whoa! Ready? Whoa! Why are you so crazy, huh? You could go pet squish. Why are you trying to chew on the book? You want a teether? You want a teether? Teether? Okay. How about we get you a teether? Here, baby. Teether. You want the rest of the book to be read? Karina made this the other day in class, and she ripped it today. So, that's okay. She was like, cat, right? What is that? What is that? Who is this? Cat. Pete the cat. My buttons, my buttons. Right? Please see her. My buttons, my buttons. You want to sit in the chair? You want to go wee? Ready? Whoa! Yay! Ready? Whoa! Papa's home. Whee! I didn't make dinner yet. I wasn't expecting you home.
Hi, Pee-Pee.
Say hi, Papa.
Hi, honey. Want to spin you in the chair?
No, she wants to see you. She hasn't seen you all day.
No, I was not.
Oh, she doesn't want you to spin her on the chair.
I'm not going to spin her on the chair.
No? Okay, ready?
That's
Whoa!
you and her thing. Because I don't
Ready?
want to spin her on the chair. I'm worried she's going to fall off.
Whoa!
Like if you spin her too fast and she doesn't sit right in the middle, she'll fly.
She's awesome. She's okay. Whoa! My buttons, my buttons. Ready? Whoa! I still got my 3 buttons. Pete the cat, what happens next? Does he lose another button? They start off with 4. Whoa! Ready? Whoa! La 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 la. Whoa! You want more spins? But you got so many. You got so many spins. Ready? Wait, watch. Clap. Clap the beat. No? Okay. Whoa! Whee! And then what happened to Pete the cat? He lost a button, so he went from 3 buttons to 2 buttons. Does he cry about it? Say, oh no, he doesn't cry. He has 2 buttons left. He goes, my buttons, my buttons. I still got 2 buttons. Oh no, another part fell off. Zing! Alright, how many buttons does Pete the cat have left? 1? He has 1 button left. But does he cry about it? Say, oh no. What do you want? Get down and get it. What do you need? Get down and get it. Here. You want the phone? You want the keys? You want the giraffe? What do you want? Oh, the phone? Okay. Whoa. Ready? Whoa! Right, so he has 2 buttons left. And then he's like, doesn't cry about it. He's like, my buttons, my buttons. I got my 2 buttons. My buttons, my buttons. And then 1 fell off, right? So there's 1 button left. Does he cry about it? Say, oh no, he doesn't. He goes, my buttons, my buttons. I got my 1 button. And then he loses the last button, but does he cry and his shirt's open? What does he say? He doesn't cry. He goes, I still got my belly button, still rocking the belly button, right? Say nothing's ever bad. Whoa! Whoa! Mama loves you. You wanna get down? Mama has to go make dinner for Papa. Papa's home. Want down? No. Whoa! Do the silly tango. Do the silly tango. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Spin around in a circle and you're doing alright. Do the silly tango. Do the silly tango. So why are you home so early? What happened? Do you not have? No.
Felt like coming home to my family and my air conditioning and cold iced tea and.
I don't have dinner ready. But I'll make it soon. Play the drums on the baby P. Wanna go see Papa? Go see Papa. Do the silly tango. Did you guys catch anything? Oh.